Good afternoon, my friends and fellow hackers. My name is Braindead. I train every day. One try hack me room, one new skill, always ethical, and by 30, I will be a professional hacker. So today I got try hack me up. I think the game plan today is I'm going to look at what rooms I currently have open and try to close them out. So first things first, let's find where my rooms are. Alright, so we got the rooms. So it looks like I have 56 rooms joined that are not completed. So I think Ultratech sounds fun. Let's do it. So let's quickly read over the mission statement. The room is inspired from real-life vulnerabilities and misconfigurations I encountered during security assessments. If you get stuck at some point, take some time to keep enumerating. You have been contracted by Ultratech to pen test their infrastructure. It is a gray box kind of assessment. The only information you have is the company's name and their server IP address. Good luck and have fun. Okay. We have the port. Let us ping just to make sure we have contact with the server. And we do. We do have contact. Let's run an mmap scan. We're going to run default scripts. Identify service versions, and we are going to output all the results to a text file. I would like to run against all 65,000 ports, and I just need to put the IP address in. Let's make that bigger for you folks that are watching from a bit farther away. Alright, we are back. We have the scan detected. It looks like we have FTP open. We got port 22 open, which is just SSH. And we have port 8081 open for Node.JS Express Framework. And we know that Node.js does have vulnerabilities associated with it that can help us privilege escalate. 31331 is a Apache web server. So let's actually just take a look at these questions here that I've already answered. What software is using port 8081? That's Node. What is the non-standard port? 31. Apache. Linux. The software using the port 8 is a REST API. How many of its routes are used by the web application? And the answer to that is 2. So let's see. Now that you know which services are available, it's time to exploit them. Did you find something you could try to log in? Great. So I think let's take a look here at port 8081 just to see what is on there. Ultratech API version 0.1.3. Okay. And now let me check out port 31331. And that gives me Ultratech's website. So let's see what we could locate. What are you waiting for? Do it right now. And it looks like we also got an email address at ultratech@yapmail.com. So I'm just going to make a note of that. Let's create a new note here. And this is Ultratech. So we found this guy's email address, ultratech@yapmail.com. Now I don't know if the domain is called Yapmail. I'm not going to put it yet. What.html? What are we doing? Tell the unpaid intern to fill this part. We don't have time for this. Very funny. Very, very funny. Alright, so Verox Buster, we're going to enumerate the directories here, see what we can find on port 331. And -u. Let's set up my word list. And I'll move my head out the way shortly. Just in case you all want to see what it is, I'm just going into sec lists and running big.txt. So once this completes, we will evaluate it together. Alright, we just wrapped up the Verox scan. Let's take a look at what we found here. So we have images, and JavaScript, CSS, we have API.js. Interesting. JavaScript, that's also the API. JavaScript still. What was this? Async, maybe? We got a robots.text. And we got some more JavaScript. So I think let's just go with robots.text. And sitemap. It looks like we got another link here. All right, so I know exactly what .html is, and I know what index is. Let's go to partners. And we found the login page. Okay, excellent. So let me just see if, okay, quick and dirty login implementations usually goes with poor data management. There must be something you could do to explore this machine. So let's just see what happens when I do a quick login. Invalid credentials. And I see that at the top it's admin and password. I wonder if you could brute force this. Okay. Okay, let me just see if there's a cookie attached to this. Storage, cookies, no cookies. Let me just take a look at, because I did also see, obviously, JavaScript /ap.javascript. So let me just see what this entails. Let's see if this is anything of relevance to us. I might even try to go back a directory if this does not provide anything valuable here. This is very long. I don't know if this is what I was intending to find. I think this is what API is actually what I think I was trying to look for here, not rather than app. Yeah. Console warn debugging. 8081. Oh, is this a Node.js? XTT URL equals get API URL. Ping IP equals window.location.hostname. So this is just, so maybe I should go to that. If ready state equals 4, the API seems to be running. So let me go back there real quick. 10, 88, 203, 8001. What did that prevent me? Okay. Okay. So now, if I go to this slash ping question mark equals cannot read property or place of undefined. I wonder if you could abuse this. Window.location.hostname. How can I? Oh, /auth? Is that what it is? Maybe I do /auth instead. Let me see what happens when I do. Ooh, whoops. Oh, it's actually taking me to. Oh, it's taking me to the Node.js website. So I'm going to go back here. Ping IP equals. What happens? Nothing. Right? Did I type it right though? Let me just make sure I typed it right before I. Ping question mark IP equal. Oh! Ping. So it pinged it. So. And this pinged itself. Let's try command injection. Just okay. Obviously, I don't know why that would work. Temporary failure in name resolution. What else can I try? I actually found out what I was doing wrong here. So instead of the apostrophe, it is actually the, I don't know what key that is, but it is that key. The one that's on the number bar all the way at the top left. What is that? Oh, it didn't even tell me. Well, whatever this symbol is, that is... Did it tell me? Backtick. So the backtick was able to reveal who am I. So I wonder, LS. Okay, so the database is located right here. Utech. Okay. Root and admin. I'm pretty sure these are these the hashes for them? Root. Okay, I'm gonna assume that's the hashes for them. So I'm gonna do an echo. Ooh, what is that about? Let's get rid of the caret H. Ooh. And we're gonna say, what is going on here? There's even more carrots. Don't know what that's about. Okay. Cool. And we're gonna say that as hash.text. We're gonna quickly just bring this over to my try hack me directory though. Just so I stay organized. We're gonna move hash to here. Oh, I'm still not in my directory. Whoops. Move. And we're gonna move that here. Okay, so hash. So that is what we have here. I'm gonna do a hash text. I think that it's gonna be like this. And admin is like that. I hope. Let me open a mouse pad so I could copy and paste this. Maybe I could get a decrypt on this hash. Hopefully. We'll see what happens here. Crack station, that's what I'm looking for. And let's post that here. I might have to get rid of the part root. Let me get rid of that part. This part. Mr. Sheafy. Okay, that's actually the one I thought was gonna pass, was Mr. Sheafy. So let me SSH in with admin. Right. It does seem strange though that I wonder if that's the actual hash. Oh, is that the hash? Let me try that. 10.10.88.203 and 100.906. Nope, doesn't look like we're getting lucky there. I could try Mrs. Heafy real quick, but I don't think that's gonna work. Nope. Let me try admin 203. Oh, that's me. Whoops, I'm gonna do SSH. And let's try Miss Sheafy. No. Maybe I do not have the hashes correct. Oh, but you know what? Root is spelled like this. Let's try that. I think that's all it was. Ooh, did I type that password right? I did. Cool. Who am I? I'm in a Docker container. So we got a couple levels to this. CD API. Anything in here? There is a script here. Oops. Alright, I can't run that unless I am ww. So lp1, what is this? Sudo as admin. Nope, can't run that either. Root, anything of interest here? I think maybe we should just go for the classic. Head on over to temp and let's just bring over linpeas. And linpeas will help me find a privilege escalation method. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to first find my linpeas and I'm going to start a web server to host the linpeas file on port 8000. Then from my target machine, I'm going to reach out to my HackTheBox machine on port 8000 and I'm going to request linpeas. So it is accepted linpeas. I'm going to set linpeas to be executable with a +X, and now I'm going to run linpeas. And I could terminate my web server on my HackTheBox so it doesn't host anymore. While linpeas is enumerating, I'm actually going to fill out these questions that we found here. So if we go back to okay, utech.db.sqlite, that is the answer to this one. Woo! And we got the 41-day streak. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go over to Ultratech. Let me get the hashes again real quick. Let's copy that hash. Boom, boom. And what is the password associated with this hash? And we still have CrackStation open. We're going to grab that hash. Boom. Looking good so far. And if you made it this far, you should be able to comfortably run commands on the server. And yes, we can. What are the first 9 characters of the root user's private SSH key? So let's find what linpeas has located for us, if anything. So linpeas is being Okay, don't see any crons. So something that I was not aware of, we have permissions to Docker. So Docker is a very strong permission. I believe, let me find out more here. Let's see how we can leverage this. Run the container. If the process must have root privileges, you can explicitly run the container as root using the user. So I wonder, your image name. Docker run user root. Your image name, your command. That's the only thing I don't know. This guy's doing a mount. Oh, then he's calling for bash? Is that what he's doing? Nope, I think I did it wrong. User Oops. Nope. This guy also did a dash V. Okay, and that elevated me to root. Right, let me just make sure. I'm gonna go back to get GTFO bin here real quick. And I wanted to look up Docker, because I think that might have actually gave me the escape. That was it right there. Okay. So that would have actually given me the escape as well. So, okay. Okay, so Docker actually had the, not Docker, I'm sorry, GTF Open had the privilege escalation as well. So this was a relatively easy room, which is always nice. Let's go into home. That's LSA. Why can't I find anything right now? What is going on here? CD. Home. Let's actually go to root. I think that's better. We go to root. Okay, you know what? So, mount. Let me actually go to mount. Can I get there? No, where am I? Let me go back. CD mount. That looks better. Home. There we go. Do I go to root though? Do I just do root like that? CD root? Can I just get the, maybe I should just go to, back out of here. CD mount. And then CD home. CD root. Is my, nope. Maybe it's Ubuntu. LSLA. Cat SSH IDRSA. Nope. CD SSH. Authorized keys. Authorized keys. Cat authorized. Oh my goodness. And is that a public? I think that's the public key. I do not think that is what I'm looking for. Alright, let's keep searching here. First 9 characters of the root user. How do I find the root user? Nope. Ubuntu? I don't think Ubuntu is probably the root user. CDSSH? Was I just in here? I was. Okay. Let me go even further back. WW. It's definitely not going to be WW. CD root. How am I not finding? I am so confused. CD mount. Oh. Oh jeez. In chapter 1, how I became successful. And here we go. IDRSA. Beautiful. I know it asked for the first 9. I'm gonna give him the first 10,000. You really expect me to count this? I'm gonna assume that's 9. Nice. Well, thank you all for watching. I am doing Try Hack Me every day. And now I think I'm also going to be doing HackTheBox. The difference between the 2 platforms is I found that Try Hack Me is more Linux based. HackTheBox has Windows machines. So stay tuned, as maybe my next episode, possibly today, will be HackTheBox. Thank you guys for watching. This was day 41. We're killing it.